students, I hope you all have seen my previous video of this chapter. Now today we will discuss our next topic, that is computer hardware. So let's start. The components of the computer that you can see and touch are called hardwares. Okay? So the components of the computer that you can see and touch are called hardware. The computer hardware can be classified as following: input devices, processing device, output devices, and storage devices. So let's start discussing about the input devices. These devices are used to enter the data or to give instructions to the computer. The commonly used input devices are as follows. So now we will discuss the input devices. Okay? So keyboard. A keyboard has many keys on it, like alphabet keys, numbers keys, and some other special keys. So special keys are what? Enter, backspace, caps lock, arrow keys, and like this, etc. Okay, so these keys are used by the computer users for typing text on the computer. A standard keyboard has 104 keys on it. So students, what are the alphabet keys? So alphabet from A to Z, these all alphabet are called alphabet keys. So number from 0 to 9 are called number keys, and in the same way special keys are enter, backspace, caps lock, arrow keys, etc. Now mouse. A mouse. A mouse is also known as a pointing device. It has two buttons. Here you can see it has two buttons. Okay, left buttons and right button, and scroll button. Here in the mouse picture you can see it has two buttons, left button, right button, and scroll button, scroll wheel. So by using mouse you can point, click, double click, right click, drag and scroll on the monitor screen. So students, do you know the computer was invented by Douglas Engelbart? Yes, it was developed by Douglas Engelbart. Okay. Joystick. A joystick is used to play computer games. Here in the picture you can see this is a joystick, this one, and it is used to play computer games. It consists of a stick that is on top of a base, using which its angle or directions can be changed. Scanner. A scanner is a device that allows you to enter the data to the computer without typing the text. So here this is a scanner. Okay, in this you can enter the data to the computer without typing the text. It directly changes a paper design into its digital form. Okay, it can change a paper design into its digital form. The digital form is one which can be stored in the computer or sent to some other computers. Now touchpad. This device is usually found on the laptops. The touchpad of a laptop responds to touch of the fingers. Working of the touchpad is quite similar to a mouse. Here this is touchpad. This device is usually found on the laptops. Okay, you can see in the laptops it is there, this device is there, and it responds to the touch of the fingers. When we touch on this device, then it responds. Working of the touchpad is quite similar to a mouse. Okay, so working of this touchpad is quite similar to a mouse. How we work with the mouse, it is same as the touchpad. Okay, a microphone. A microphone is used to input the voice to the computer. It is mostly used for doing communication on the computer. So why we use microphone? We use microphone to input the voice to the computer. This is a microphone. We use this for what? We use to input the voice to the computer, and it is mostly used for doing communication on the computer. Now we will discuss the processing device. Okay, so the processing takes place in the CPU, that is central processing unit. The CPU is placed inside the system cabinet. Here system cabinet is there. In this a CPU is placed. Okay, now the CPU consists of the following components. Now what are the components that consist by the CPU? We will discuss this. So the CPU consists of the following components. First, ALU. The ALU stands for the arithmetic and logic unit. It performs all the arithmetic and logic operations. CU. The CU stands for the control unit. It controls the functioning of all the devices of the computer. MU. The MU stands for the memory unit. It is responsible for storing of the data on the computer. So these all are the component of the CPU, how CPU works. Okay. So after discussing input devices, processing devices, now it's time to discuss the output devices. So students, let's some discussion about the output devices. The output devices are used to retrieve outputs of the work that we do on the computer. So why we use output devices? We use these devices to retrieve outputs of the work that we do on the computer. The commonly used output devices are as follows. So monitor. A monitor is also known as visual display unit. Okay, monitor is also known as what? Visual display unit. Okay, we have the following monitors. You can see a CRT monitor, a LCD monitor. It displays the work that we do on the computer. What it does? It displays the work that we do on the computer. The output of this display is called soft copy. So when we work on the monitor, then it displays the work what we do, and after that it will display the output. Okay, so the output of this display is called soft copy output, as we see the work on the monitor screen. So there are two types of monitors available, CRT and LCD. Nowadays LCD monitors are quite popular. They are small in size than CRT monitor, and they require less space on the desk. So we use this type of monitor nowadays. Now speakers. Speakers are used to listen to music or other sounds from the computer. Why we use a speaker? You can see this speaker. We use this for listening music or other sounds from the computer. Now printer. A printer prints the data on the paper from the computer. What it can be done? It prints the data on the paper from the computer. So this is our printer. It prints the data on the paper from the computer, and it provides hard copy output. A printed paper is called printout. Okay, nowadays laser printer and inkjet printer are widely used for printing work on paper. Plotter. A plotter is bigger than a printer, so printer is small than plotter. Okay, and what a plotter can do? It draws pictures on a paper based on commands from a computer. Plotters differs from printers in that They draw lines using a pen. Plotters are widely used for printing maps, posters, etc. Projector. This is an output device like a monitor. Okay, here you can see a projector. This is projector, and in this is a projector screen, and this is projector. Okay, this is projector and it is the screen of the projector. Okay, so it is used to display output on a large screen, that is called projector screen. And nowadays these projectors are used in school, colleges, office, even in your school also it has been using. Okay, so this is very popular output devices. Okay, nowadays in all the school, banks, offices we use projector. Okay, hello students, I hope you all are doing well. So in today's class, we will discuss about the next topic of this chapter, that is system software. In the previous video, we have discussed about the input-output devices. So now we will discuss about the computer software. Computer software. Apart from the hardware, computer needs instructions to work. The set of instructions given to the computer is called program. A collection of program is called software. So what is software? A collection of a program is called software. System software. These are the essential programs that are installed on the computer to make it work. Operating systems like Windows 7 and Windows 8 are the best example of system software. These are the example of system software, Windows 7 and Windows 8, you can see here. Now, application software. These are installed on the computer to perform a specific task. MS Word, Notepad, Paint, MSW Logo are some examples of application software. So here you can see MS Paint program. This is MSW Logo program. These are the example of application software. So students, we have completed our second chapter. So now in the next video we will discuss the worksheet of this chapter. So if you have any doubts, then you can write your queries on the Facebook or our YouTube channel in comment box section. Thank you.